Welcome everyone to our what should we call it? Okay, our long awaited live class. I'm sure most of you have been wondering, let this come. What is why flyers have been going up and down? When are we going to do this? Yeah, today is the due day. And what are we going to learn today? We are going to build a portfolio for ourselves. Remember, in all the videos I've been encouraging you to watch, in most videos we do control, copy, and paste on each of our coding. But for today, we are going to type it one after the other. So I can see that some people are still joining. So I would like us to wait few minutes for them to join so that they will not miss out on anything. Because for Tech in Tech, we don't do African time. When we say 4, it is 4. So I'd like you to get used to this, yes, for subsequent live classes. So welcome guys once again to our live class on web development, where we are going to build code. In fact, we are going to code each line of code on our portfolio. So what I will encourage you all to do now is I would like you to, one after the other, I would like you to get your notes down now. So get your notes down and your pen. Then after that, you put your system in your front as well. So put your system in your front, your pen, your book, so that if you need to jot down anything, you can be able to jot it down. Then as I'm putting the code, writing the code line by line, you can follow through. Then you see the results. Those that are going to enjoy today's class are those that have watched our videos on our live classes. They've watched our recorded videos on our YouTube channel, because they will have idea of what we want to do today. Remember I told you in our live class video that learning how to code is like learning a new language. And remember, I just want to learn a new language just today, and I'm expecting to start speaking in that language, and it seems so difficult. So, and that's why we've encouraged you to watch those videos. So those that have watched it and they've done some of the assignments are the ones that will enjoy today's class. So that at least where we are going today, those of you that did not watch it, that did not even agree to watch it, you see the difference from what we are saying. You see why we asked you to watch it. Although today's class too will be so enjoyable. You are going to learn a lot. You are going to understand every bit of what we are going to discuss today. And even though you have questions as we are going along with our today's class, each of the codes, if you have any questions, I'm not the only one here. I have other programmers with me here that are ready to like accept whatever question you are asking. They are there to assist you to reply immediately. So we also have some programmers there which I'd like you to welcome. Satu's Learning Lab that one is on advanced programming language, which is C. So if you have friends that want to learn advanced programming language like C language, you can encourage them to go to this channel. So you find the channel in our description in this video. After this video is being, like, we are done with today's class, so you find it. So thank you so much. I think we've given few minutes for those that will be joining. So as you are joining, we would like you to write your name, tell us where you are joining from. Let's hear you. Let's see where you are joining us from, your state, your name and your state, just like we did in the live class. So let's know how many people are here, and we would like to enjoy today's class. So let's go along today, because we're not be spending more than 2 hours on today, so that is why we have to be fast. So as long as I'm taking you, well, I know most of you be asking why am I not showing my face. Well, I prefer to be anonymous, so it's better I prefer it this way. What matters is what you learn. So I would like you to, whatever question you have along in the course of today's class, I want you to ask the question you have on the comment section, the live chat, as you can see there. The answers will be given to you immediately. So welcome once again to today's live class. So what are we going to do today? We are going to build a portfolio, a beautiful portfolio of yourself. So I already have remember, before we start building, you have to take a start. So I already have a picture of myself, what to do. I already have some of my works that I've done here, which I'm going to showcase on. Although they're just samples, they're not really actually what I've done. I've done much more than that. But few works I've done pending the time we've been on this Freelancers. So I'm going to put it on the portfolio. So it's just a sample of what we're going to do. It's just a simple, beautiful portfolio is what we're going to build today, so that at least it can assist you. If I tell someone that I'm a web developer and you don't have any portfolio to showcase, you are just deceiving yourself. So when you just have this for a start, then someone that you are telling you're a web developer will know you are serious. So welcome once again. So let's dive into today's work. So the first thing you need to do is go to your file, create, this is a new folder, click on new folder here. So after clicking on new folder, you can see the folder is here. You can name it to, so I named my own already to portfolio class. So inside it, after naming it, double click on it. You can see that you're already inside the new folder that I just created. So you can go to any of where your pictures are, either your downloads or whatever, copy them and go to your new folder and paste. So I've already done that, as you can see on my own. I already have some of the pictures I'll be using and some of the few flyers I use. So after doing that, right click on it. Remember I told you to download VS Code already, so I'm sure those of you that are here, you already download that because we discussed that on our live. So you right click, you see options of whatever code editor you have on your system. So I have PyCharm, it's only used for Python, so I'm going to use my VS Code because that's what I'm going to use to code our portfolio. So I'm going to click open code now. So let's wait for it to open. So as I'm doing that, I'm sure all you two are doing yours. Create a file, then go and get your pictures, right click it, then open. So I have it, it's opened already. As you can see, all the pictures are there already. So now we are going to start with the HTML. So I'll look at here, click on this new file here, and you name it. Remember we're having two. The first one is index.html. So I'd like you to follow along with me as I am doing this. But if you feel that I'm fast as I'm going, you can pause it. It's important you need to understand this. Pause it, do what I have done, then play it back and continue. So after index.html, click on enter. So we already have that already, as you can see. Then the next one we need is we need our CSS file. So we can whatever name you wish to name it, you can name it whatever name you want for CSS file. Remember, we use our CSS file to create style or whatever. So I'll just name my own style.css. So this style.css is the name I just want. Like, you can use anything. You can use, if your name is Toby.css. So I'm using styles because it's commonly used as styles.css because it's going to give your index a style. So after that, you click enter. So now remember I said we are coding one after the other, so no shortcut here, no copy and pasting. So from our video that I asked you to watch, remember before you start coding, we start with what our doc type HTML. So this is it. If I see VS Code, immediately click on the left arrow, then on the exclamation mark, it will bring you a doc type. So you don't need to stress such, just click it and close it immediately. Now what's the function of this doc type HTML? This is the document type declaration, which tells the browser that the document is a HTML5 document and it should be the first line of an HTML document and is not considered part of the HTML element. It's never considered part of the HTML element, but it's always the first line of HTML document. So its work is it tells the browser the type of document it is, telling that this document is an HTML5 document. So that is the function of this doc type HTML. Then next we have our HTML language. Remember we talked about it in one of the videos that it is important to include your language in your HTML. So our language is English. So I'll just put EN as my English, then I'll close tab. Now what does this do? Remember it has a close tab, so just click enter. Now what's the function of the HTML language? What does it do? This is the opening HTML tag which marks the beginning of an HTML document, and the language, as you can see, the en attribute, it specifies the language of the document, which is English in this case. So since it's English we speak here, is our general language, so we use English. Now the next one is our head. head. That's the next part. It also have a close tag, so you click enter. Now, what's the function of this head? The head element contains metadata and other information about the document that is not visible to the user. It typically includes information such as character encoding, viewport settings, and links to external resources like style sheet and script. So it's under these headings that all those are put. So under this heading, we put our character encoding, viewport setting, links, our external links, like style sheet and script for JavaScript. So under this head that all these are put. So the next thing is we have our meta set, which is what UTF-8. Then remember to close it. Now, what does this do? This meta tag it sets the character encoding of the document to UTF-8, which is widely used character encoding that support a wide range of characters from different languages and character sets. So it supports the wide range of characters from different languages and character sets. So that is the function of this meta set. We also have another one which is our meta name, which is the viewport. Then the content, you give it width, like width equals to the device width. Then we have the initial scale, which is equals to 1.0. Then you close it. Now, as you can see, this is white. Now, what is this? What do we just write? This meta tag here is used to configure the viewport settings for responsive web design. What does that mean? This tells the browser that the width of the viewport should be equal to the device width. Any device that is being used to view it, that the width should be equal to the device width. And the initial, as you can see there, the initial zoom level should be set to 1.0. Now, what's the purpose? This helps to ensure that the web page is displayed correctly on various devices and screen sizes. So this helps to display the web page correctly on any devices that is being used or whatever screen sizes that you have. So that when you are minimizing and maximizing, it will not be scattering the code you've already made. It will not be scattering the web page, but to make it up, like it will give you the right picture that is needed to be seen. Now the next one, now we now have our title. So now remember, what is our title for today's work? Our title is we want to build a portfolio. So I want to type my portfolio as my own title. So whatever you like, you can write it, but make sure it's portfolio. Since it's portfolio, we are building. So if you have questions along what I'm discussing, do well to ask from the comments live section. Then remember, I told you earlier that I'm not the only one here. We have a lot of programmers that are there that will be here to assist. Now, what is the function of our title? Although we discussed it before in the YouTube YouTube videos that we discussed on that we asked you to watch. Now, what's the function? The title element sets the title of the web page, which is displayed in the browser's title bar or tab. In this case, the title is my portfolio. So it gives us the title on our web page, what we are opening. So if I've watched the previous video, those that have watched the video on YouTube, they will understand what I'm talking. Now, after this title, what do we have next? Then we now have our link. So we have to link our CSS. So to link it, we put our link field, which is equals to style sheet. Okay, sorry. I was not looking at it. So style sheet, then our href equals to our style.css. As you can see, remember we created it already, created our styles.css. If you click on it now, it will take you to took us to the style css we've already opened. So remember to what? Close it. Now what does this do? This link element is used to link an external style sheet to the HTML document. And the real attribute here, this rule, it specifies the relationship between the current document and the linked resource. This linked resource. So which is a style sheet in this case. So this linked resource is a style sheet in this case. The style that we are giving our HTML. So that is what this rule is all about. So it specifies the relationship between the current document and the one that is being linked to it. So the href attribute, now what does it do? The href attribute specifies the URL path to the external style sheet file, which is named styles.css, because this allows the HTML document to apply styles defined in the linked style sheet to its content. So if I have watched our videos on YouTube, you understand what I'm talking about. So let's continue. The next one, we have our body now. So our body is not under the head. All these that we just finished are under the head. So we close the head and start our body. So our body are the contents of what will be displayed on the browser. So what is the function now? Let me explain more about the body. The body element marks the beginning of the document body, where the visible content of the web page is placed, and all the content that is displayed to the user, such as text, images, and other elements, goes inside the body element. So after the body, we also have the header. Now, the header is different from the head. Don't get it twisted. Now, the header here is the container for the introductory content, like what you want to introduce in your content is the header. So now, what are we introducing? Since we are building a portfolio, so I want the first one to be bold. Remember, the H1 is the highest heading. So I'm writing my portfolio. See the beauty of using VS Code. It has already brought shortcut for me. I'll just click it to write this. So that is it. Now this H1 is used for the main heading or the title. So just what we've done now. If remember I told you from the video that for you to be able to show this on your browser, the two things you can do is this. This is our portfolio class that we are building already. All the index.html things we are typing already here. So if you want to display it on your browser, just right click on this index.html. Then open it with, you can open it whatever browser that you want. So I want to open it by Google Chrome now. So let's wait for it to load. So I'm going to explain two ways you can open it. Now, you can see the first heading in my portfolio. Now, if you don't want to open it using this method, you can go to your VS Code where you're already typing. Now go to your extension. Here's our extension. Click on it. Type live server. Now, here is it. Click on install. Install it. I already have live server, the one I'm using. So install this. This will help you to preview. So even if you've installed it successfully, then when you come to this thing, you right click it. You see open with live server. Click on it. Let's open it on live server. Let's wait. Then you see it automatically show on our default browser. My default browser is my Microsoft Edge. So you can now see it now. So use any of the two methods to open your work. So let's go back and continue. So now we've written the heading. We want my portfolio to show. Now after that, don't close the heading first. We need also our navigation. Nav. Now what does this do? It represents a navigation section. We are still going to understand better on how it looks when we say it represents a navigation section. So click enter. Then we now need our UL. Our UL is the list. We need our UL. We also need our LI. Our UL and our LI. Now, what does that does? UL and LI are used to create an unordered list for navigation links. So if you want someone to click on a particular link and you want those things they want to click to be in a list, you use our UN and LI. So they are used to create an unordered list for navigation links. After the LI, we have our ahref. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Equals to. Then now let's say what are we going to start with? The first should be about section. Our about section. Then and come here to close it. Then you write the name of this part. Okay, about. As you can see, this is your about section. So this is about now. So then we can just our tag, can see that our A tag is closed. Now what's the function of this ahref here? This A is used to create hyperlinks within the list item. So if our browser click on the link, it will take them to your about section. Now let's see how it looks on our browser. Okay, let's continue first. We are not done because we've not linked it to anything here for now. Now let's see how it looks on our browser. So here is our browser. So as you can see, this is about section. And see that when you take your mouse over it, it show you a finger, which says that this is a link that you should click on. But the link for now will not be clickable. You can click it, but to take it to nowhere because we've not linked it to anywhere. So let's go back to our VS Code now. So I'm going to copy this same about section because I'm writing a lot of sections that I know that this is about. Excuse me. Control paste. So I want to write about section, contact, services, blog. So let's say I'll write, okay, maybe I should first write about. After about should be projects, my project I've done, then my contact, services, blog, and team. So which is 6. So these 3 already. Control paste 5 and 6. So I'll start changing it. So the next one is my project. Projects. So I'll change it to be projects. Hope you're following along with me. Please do so. You can type along with me as I'm doing that. Projects. Then the next one after my about section, next to be my contact. So I'll change it to the contact section. Then the next one, let's say, is my services. Like what I do, the work I can render, and change this one to services. Then the next one, let's say my blog. My blog post is all about how I did each of those work. So you can just showcase 1 or 2 things of how you did those work. So it will help people to know that okay, you are the one that did it, since you're able to explain at least one of the work. So let's change this one to the blog. So it can be blog posts or blog. As we go, we are going to see some adjustments. So the next one is that's the last one, team. Are you the only one that usually work on it, or you have team members? So let me put teams. So if you are not the only one that work on a particular project, you have team members, so you can put them on it. So these are what my work will include today. Then after doing that, remember each of the lists are closed, then my UL is being closed. So let's check it as well on the browser. So can you see each of it now? That my about section, when they click, you take them there, this, take them there. So let's continue. So I've already explained what all ULLI about closing tab, what they are meant for. So after that is our, after we've closed this, let me close this one. So we close our UL, which is our list, then we close our navigation, and we close our. So under the body, we are still under the body, we have our section part. We are done with header now. Let me just create a space to make it neat. Okay, one space is showing. Let me scroll. So now I have my two space. So let's create another section now. My section ID, which is the about section, like that we just created. Make sure that exactly what you put is what I'm talking. The about section, if it's small letter A, it should be small letter A. If it's capital letter, it should be capital letter. So let's put about, then we close it. Don't worry, I'm going to understand what this about section is. This section ID here, this section here, is this section element is an HTML element that is typically used to group the latest content together within a web page, and it is often given an ID. Like each of the ID, like my own ID here is about. So it's always often given an ID attribute for targeting and styling purpose. That's the purpose now. And we use that when we are talking about our CSS tag. And in this case, the ID is set to about section, and the ID attribute allows you to uniquely identify and style this section or link it to from the other parts of your page. So that is the purpose of the site. So as we go on, you're going to understand why we use this section as it work along with our code. So after this section, we have to click on enter because there's still more to write on it. Then under this section, we have our head H2. Remember, H2 is not the highest. We have the H2, that is the second heading. Then we are going to close it and put our. So only under this about now, I want to write something about me, so I can just put about me. Okay, just put about me. Then after this about me, I'm thinking I should make it capital letter. Okay, let me make it visible to be capital letter. About me. Then after here, the next thing you do is you can put your image. Remember, you're talking about you, so your image should be there. Image essence. So to include your image, we are going to use your image SRC. So if you have watched our video, you are going to understand what SRC is. So it's trying to tell you the source image, where the image is. So we'll pick the image from our file. That's the advantage of telling you to watch those videos. So we are going to pick the image from our file. Remember, most of the images are already on my folder file already. So I want to pick a picture about me. So I'm going to pick a picture. So for you to put an image, put dot and slash. So it will list what you want to put. So let me see. Let me just page. Is it this one? Okay, let me try this first. Let me use this first and see how it is. Remember, you put your auth just in case your browser does not display what the image you put. So it will tell you what the image you're trying to show is all about. Then the next one, we have our p tag, which is the paragraph. Whatever what I want to write now should be on the page. And like under this me section about me, you can write something about yourself. Write something about yourself there. Whatever you are, I'm a mother, my housewife, I study this and that. I love playing this, that, I do this and that. Just say little things about yourself on this section. So I want this section to be bold, like whatever I wrote here should be bold. So you can include your B tag. That B is to make it bold. That's function of your B. It also has a close tag, so as you can see. Then in the process of you writing some things about yourself, like you want to write more, like I want this to paragraph, then I want to write more about myself. Since it's a paragraph, then let's see another paragraph. Okay, let me go to Google and search for what I can use just to write, because if I'm trying to write story now, oh, it will be more than 3 hours. So let me just look for something to copy and paste there, just the sample of what we can write. Let's see. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, so let's go back. Oh. So as you can see, it's very, very long, so I have to break them. Now as I'm breaking them, it will not break like this inside the web page. It will be so long inside the web page. Don't worry, I'll show you after breaking this. This language is not English, it is French. It's just a sample of what you can write about yourself. Look at that page will not be. So this is it. Let's go to our browser and see this space. So you can see the about me section, my portfolio. This is me, about me. So the next thing is write something about yourself. So I'm writing something about myself. You can see how long it is. So if you don't want it to be so long like this, you can break them at interval. So let me see if I can break it from this apparel here. So how can you do that? So let's see that apparel myself here. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I just guess I cannot see apparel. Maybe let me just break it somewhere, anywhere I like, because that's when somebody is looking for. So this break, what purpose does it do? Remember we said in the videos that is on our channel that break does not have an end tag, so don't go and do mistakes. So I've broken it here. Let's see how it looks in the past. Where did it break? It did not even show that it break. When I'm okay, let me see if I can see this long dot here. Maybe I can break it from here. Okay, yeah, this is it. So let me break it from here. So let's see how it looks, so you understand what breaks it all about. So can you see that when I put that bit out, after the donut, all the next comes to the next line. So I can still break it from this deep side here, so that it will not be showing so much. So let's see how it looks. So can you see? So let me say I can break it from this set qua Goporons. Okay, where is set qua? Okay, this. Yeah, I think there are two. Where's the second one? I thought I saw it earlier. Okay, there's the second one. Then the next one will be also. So let's say it looks on our browser. So can you see that it's making sense now? So let's break it as well on Walkthroughs and I'm not going to understand French. So let's see here. Let me just make it say. Okay, let's see how it looks now. I think it should be better. Oh, oops. Volume 13. I did not get it. Where is the volume? Okay. Let's check now. It's not fair cash. It has broken. So can you see now that it's better like this? Then write something about yourself. Can you see it's bold because I use my H2 and bold. So we are getting there. Although this is not me, it's not me, it's just a sample about me. You can put a beautiful picture of yourself. So that we've done that section now. We are done with that section of write something about you. So and the section is about section. Remember, this about section here. This about section. So when you link it now, follow the link. It will take you to this about section because you are using the same one. Can you see that when I click it, it take me here automatically? Yes, because I use exactly what is here. Capital letter A and small letter B. So when you click the follow link now, it will take you exactly to this place. Let me show you again. When I move up, click on it, follow the link, see it move down. But telling me that it is this section. So that's how you are going to know if your work, if your code is working. Let's go to our browser and see if it will work as well. It should not work only in the code. Now this is about section. Let me click on it. I said I brought me straight to my about section. Is this not interesting? I'm sure you are getting values from this. So if you are doing that, please after click on like, I beg, like this live class, please appreciate us. Click on like, comment, say thank you, please. Takes nothing from you, it makes us happy. Please share to others after this live class, let them learn as well. Be cool. So now after this we'll be going to the next part. We've done with the about section. Remember to close it. That's the section. We are done with that section. Now let's go to another section. Let's give space. So let's go to another section of the next one. I think the next section is project first. So you put section ID equals to. Now go and check how you wrote it. The project, can you see capital letter P, then the rest is small letter. That's it. Because if you go and put capital letter or it will not take you to your project section. So exactly what it is, what we do the project. Now go and check, is S in the project or is ordinary project? S is the can you see now? So now let's start with this section. The next thing is don't forget to close this important. Click on it. Now we also have the heading, which is H2, the second heading like this. So the next one we want to put here is our project. Then the next one is our div class. We want to create a div class. So let's put projects. Now the reason why for this div class is since it's not one project you did, it's two. So we are creating a div for it to differentiate the two projects. So this one is the first project, and for you to differentiate that, let me close this one first. Click on enter and write your heading to differentiate it, like the third heading. So write project 1 to show that this is the first project. Then close it. Then what will I do next? I'm going to create another paragraph. Now this paragraph will describe my project, what my project is all about. Description of project 1. Now this will display what my project is all about. So this is the description of project 1. Now under description of project 1, okay, let me say it's still under this paragraph. Let me break it so that the next I'm going to write will fall in another place. You will not go and stay together. So I'm going to copy this because I cannot start typing what I did because it will slip. So let me just copy this French sample. It's a sample. When you are doing yours, I better put better things. Don't put French. So let me type it. Yeah, so this is discussion of my project. Anyhow you like, see, that is how my project can be finished. So the next thing you do here is you put the image of your project. Maybe you describe the project that you did. Put image of what you just did. So to put image, you put your image source src equals to dot and slash. So it will bring options that are on your project. So what are the projects I've done? this is sample, so I'm going to pick anyone. The sample. So you put 3 projects in. So if you have done project and because of you watching our live class, our YouTube channels videos that we asked, opportunity now to showcase your project inside this course. So put your project you have done. But if you have not done, okay, remember you asked you to do your assignment. If you have not done it, you don't have any project to show. You don't know what you will put to. Maybe you go and do. There are no Google and go and put their own. But you know there's somebody that did the one that is inside Google. So just do your own and be proud of yourself. Since you are creating a portfolio, please try and do the assignment to help you. So this is my image now. I'm proud of it. That's what I did. So remember to always put your auth in the image. What's question? It tells us the alternative text, like what the image is all about. That is just the focus. So that in case your browser or you don't have data very well, or probably you're having issue in your browser, or I don't know. Is it that you're having issue? No, you don't have data or your network is having error. It will tell you that okay, well, since this picture is not showing, this is what's supposed to be. So under my project, I'm not going to put just one picture. At least I did a lot. So I'll put like 3 pictures. So let me just copy and paste and paste. So I'm going to delete. So let me pick flyer 1, flyer 2. Flyer. Okay, it's just a sample. So let me pick any picture, shall we? Book cover, okay. Yeah. So these are the 3 projects, for instance, and a sample of what I've done under project 1. Now, since I've created a div, I'm going to close this. Then I'll create another div for the second project. Now I'm going to create a div class as well. Since it's not one project I've done now. So if that project is in, let's say that project is on graphics design. Yeah. So let me go and change it safe. Let me put the project to be graphics design project. Let me just like graphics. Since it's a design of what I designed. So the second one now is okay. A div class. Oh, capital letters. So second project. So I'm closing this. Then the heading, remember it's H3 I used earlier. H3. Then this one is not project. This one is, let's say, web development. What I built. The sample of what I built. So you can just get a picture of what I built. So that will link it to them. So let's say web development, what I built, then paragraph that explains what is it about. Okay, so I'm going to go and copy and paste again. Sorry, to copy, so let me paste it. But if the process of me typing, you spend the whole day there. So this is my second project. Okay, my second project. What I'm building. So I'm done with the explanation of it. Then I'm going to put an image of the project. Image SRC, just like I put earlier. So dot and slash. Okay. Okay, let me use this one. Web flyer. So remember the image is more than one. But before closing it, sorry, let me put my alternative text that explains what it's about. And I'll put web flyer back now. Web flyer. That's the name of the pictures of what you're putting. That's what it's about. So don't forget to put your image size or width or height. But my images are small. But if I realize now that it's big, after checking the browser, I will change it. So this is where you include it. width of width equals to the height equals to. So I've not seen how it goes, so I'm not going to put it and be guessing. So after this, I have to put like 3 pictures. So let me copy and paste here, then I'll change the image. Control copy, control paste. So let me change this image because I cannot have the same image for the 3. So let's pick another one. All these photo.jpg there, which one I think I'll pick one of it. And if it's picture of myself, I'll pick none. So let's see another one I can pick. So let's see. Okay. We have picked one. So left side. Let me just look at that. Okay. So I'm done with this part section. So let's see if the section is active. Let me go to my project now. Let's see if it takes me to project. So yeah, let me follow the link. Bam, took me to my project. You can see. So as you move, you can see your project. So let's see how it looks on our web browser. So here is what we've done earlier. Let's move. This is my graphic design project 1. Oh, the pictures are so large, so you can see I'm going to change it. Then so let me change the width of all the pictures now. Like to give me something reasonable, but they're too big. So let's go to our pictures first. The first project. So the width, let's give it 30. Yes, and then we'll adjust it. Let's just see how one of it will look. So it help us to know what to give the rest. Then height, let's say 50. Yes. So let's say it looks first, then we'll know how to adjust the rest. So let me scroll. Let me see the first picture first. Okay, there are 2 pictures. Let me see if I use percent. They are all large. Despite the width and height I changed, they're still very large. So let me see, reduce it. Or if it's not working, because I think it's a double picture, that's why it's giving me that. I'll change it. Let's see. Okay, don't let me use the double. Let me change this. Remember, it's only one I'm still changing, so I don't expect it to automatically. Why is the picture not changing? Sorry, let me check what is happening. Let me see the picture going on my code. Let's see what's wrong. Okay, this is what it should be showing. Okay, let's check something. This is the first project. Do we use picture here? And that one is works well. This is the first one. Okay. This is the first one. See how small it is. Let me go and increase it. So after adjusting the first one to give us an idea on what to do, let me give it width of 130 and height of 1. Let's say I think it's still small. Let me make it big a bit. 250, 230. Okay, I think it's better now. So I'm going to give everything the same width and height. So let me copy and paste it. Control copy. So let's come here. Control paste. Let's come here. Hope you are getting what I'm doing. Please ask question on the comment section. You can reply immediately. So those that watch the video, I'm sure they will not have questions. They understand what I'm doing. So let's see how it looks now on our browser. Can you see how beautiful they are? Yeah. So these are pictures for my graphics. For my web development, I'm going to change that one so that you not see my face. That's not my real face. So I'm going to change this picture because if it's web development, my face is supposed not to be shown. So let's pick another one. Web flyer. I've already picked web flyer. Okay. What if I pick this group? Let me see what is wrong with that picture. Wait, let me see. Let's scroll. It's not showing. The group has spoiled the picture. Okay. Makes it tiny. So I'm leaving it like this. Put your picture on what you have done. So I'm leaving this one like that. So now let's see if the section of our project is working. Let's click on our project. And see got us there. Yes, it brought us to our project part. So I'm sure you are enjoying what we are doing here. I'm sure you are enjoying it. So let's see. We have not even done our CSS style. This is all HTML. We are still going to go to our CSS now. But let's finish our HTML part first. So we've done our project part now, the project section. So we are not done. What was the next one? I think the next one was our contact part. Happy service. Was it contact or something? Okay. I think it's our service part too. Because contact should be the last one. It's always down now. So we are going to our service part. So what will we do next? Remember, this section has finished. So we are creating another beautiful section of business part section ID. So you have to name the section. Sorry. So this part now is services. But before you name it, try and check how you name it up so that you link it right. So you use capital letter first and the rest are small letters. And there's services. So that's the same thing you do here. Or else you will not get the right. So capital letter services. Yep. So remember to close it. Good to go. Then click enter. Then we have our H2. Now, what is our H2? These services. What is services about? The work I render. Abi? Yes. So it's the services that we write here. Services. Yes. So the next thing is we are going to create a div class too for this because it's another section. So div class, which is equals to our services. Yeah. Then close it. Then enter. Create an heading to H3. What is it about? I not spell services here. It's also services now. What the work we render. Abi? Okay. I think the services is what you render, Abi. So it's not services alone. No. Let's put I do the first thing is my work graphics designer. Okay, graphics design. It's not graphic design now. This my English. Graphics design. Then the next one is let me copy and paste so that it will be faster. Don't mind me with this copy and paste. Control paste. I'm going to put three things I do. Control paste. So you can put any three things you do. This is one. That's what you render. Graphics designer, a web developer. Then the third one, you know it. If you know the third one, type it on the comment section. Let me see. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3. You all try it. UI UX designer. Design. That should be better. So that is 3 services I render. I'm a graphic designer, a web developer, and a UI UX designer. So since it's the work I render, so I won't put developer, I'll put development. So these are the 3 services I render. So after that, I'm going to put some explanation of the services. So I'm going to create a paragraph, then put illustration about the paragraph. So I'm copying this. You can just explain the services for graphic design. These are the work you do. You build you can design flyers, design logos, design banners, complimentary card, and so on. That's what the explanation will put. While for web development, you can explain that I build websites for people, you build portfolio for them, you create a blog, you build a blog website, stuff like that. Just explain whatever you do here. So these are the explanations because if I say I start typing, we will spend the whole day here. So you can as well put pictures of some of the projects you've done for customers there under these services. Enter, you just create an image. It's customer own you put to, so that you can even put the link of the customer so that when they even see it, they will be confirmed that it's true. He has done something like that. Or if you create a flyer, remember the customer logo will be there. So you just put your customer logo there. The automatically itself is not even need to put your customer logo. Since your customer logo will be in the flyer that you have created, so we just put at least 5 to 10 of the work you've done under your services so that they can see it and be confirmed that okay, for you to do this, it seems you can be able to do the work you are going to give. So I'm going to put 3 images just to show that okay, these are the work I've done for my customers. Remember, this is a sample, so just build something and use it for your own. So this section is over. We put everything. So remember, there's another one which is our blog. We have our blog section. Oh, see me. We are writing section, not blog. Create another section. So we are writing blog. Section ID equals to, I think it starts with B. Let's go and check how we wrote it so that it will be able to link well. So after letter B, then language. So it starts with after letter B, then language. So that's correct. So the next is our heading. What we want it to show on the heading after they send the blog. Okay. Here is my blog post. So blog post. So this is what I want them to see. Then the next one is my div class. going to create a div. So what should it be about? Should be about my blog. Then you close it. Then the next one, just like the one we did earlier. So that's the same thing. The next one is my H3 headings. It's still my blog. What is it about? It's blog. So the next one is now my paragraph. So that this blog section, what does blog do? It explains how you're able to build a particular project. You explain it, the tools you use, how you did it, what are the things you did, how you, that's blog post. That's what blog post is all about. The tools you use for that project, how you did this, stuff like that. So that's what blog post. So you can just pick 2 or 3 projects and create a blog post for it. So people will be sure for her to or for him to be able to explain to this extent on the tools you use, surely she's the one that did it and they'll be able to give you a job. So to create a portfolio, you need all this information. So you feel that okay, maybe just create portfolio with Word. So you can also as well put a picture. It's important. It's not even also you must as well. Where are you? I think the mouse have taken me to another place. Rico, image SRC. Okay, this picture again will like it by because I'll pick picture now to change my face. Let me just pick another. So yeah. Since I don't know the name of picture, so I cannot put the alternative text. So but I can put the width of the picture. Okay, let's have a picture of display first. So since this is just one blog post, so I'm not putting more than one picture. So if you want to put another, you create another section of the blog post. Since it's more than one post, so the way we did it on this project, where we have project 1, project 2, you can do that on the blog part. If you're having more than one blog post that you want to post on your portfolio. So I'm just doing one for you. So now we are done with this section. I thought we created this section. There should be a closing tag section for this. So we've closed it. So then the last section, which is your theme. So we have to create this theme. Remember, for you to really show that yes, you're a web developer, you have to have themes, those that you work with. So let's say we wrote the theme using capital letter T, then the rest small letters so that it can link properly. Yeah, I think so. If I'm too fast, please pause. So pause and play it, move it back. It's not about how fast, it's how well you understand it. That's the most important thing. So just take it one after the other. I'm sure you have with your system working already with this live class. And if you're not, please use your Bible and write it down. And I will encourage you to join the graphic design class for tomorrow as well. It will help you to learn how to design because as a web developer, you need to know how to design. Look at all those things I'm putting. I'm a graphic designer. If you can do all that, there are some works that requires design. Probably if a client wants you to build a website, but the client doesn't have a logo or a picture of what to use, then he will ask you to get a graphic designer for you, or you even get one for him or herself. And imagine the money is not your own, that's gone to that place. So imagine now you have idea of how to design it. You collect all the money and do it. So just learn it to is good. The next one is our H2. So if you want to learn, join tomorrow's class. Don't do yourself, no knowledge is waste. I learn it as well. And here I am building projects and building creating logos and flyers because I learned it. So I'm putting team members as my headings. So the next one is the div class. We are going to create a div. So let's say teams. H3. So I'm putting my teams. Remember, the one that is displaying in white is the only one that will show on your browser. So each of my teams, I can write something about them. So let me create a paragraph for that. So I'm going to create so I'm going to the paragraph now. So here is the paragraph. So you can create image for each of your team. Yes, team member will not have image. You have to show them to show that you through their team. So you have to show the images of your team. At least get a picture of them and showcase them. And you can explain each of the team the work they do. So then I have another picture of okay, 40. So I have a lot of teams that are more than 4 that we work together, but let's just use this as sample. So these are their pictures. So this section is completed. So now we are not done. Remember, it's meaning the last section, which is the contact. We have to contact. After they have seen your work, it's beautiful, it's fine. And you not put contact. I have not put it. So let's go to another section ID for our contact part. Remember how to write our contact, capital letter C and the rest are small letters. So let's see if the contact have an X so that it can be able to link directly when we click on it. But I think it does not have an X, it's just contact ordinary. So let's go back now and leave it that way. I'm going to close this now. Click on enter. So the next thing now is to create your H2 headings that explain our contact. That's the one that will display on our browser. Then after our H2, we create a paragraph. That means it should move to the next line. So what should contain in your what should your contact contain? It should include my email address. And my email address, sample of your email, your email at example.com. So here's just an example. Then I'll create another paragraph of what I want it to be. After my email, what should they see? They should see my phone number. So my phone number 123 456 8790. Just sample. Write something. Then close it. So our section is done. Now we have our footer. What is always down? The footer explains who owns the site. So under my footer now, I'm going to write my name there. Our name, like the name of our channel. So I'm going to create a paragraph on my footer section. So this is the shortcut of at or who the owner is. So let me see. So I'm going to put tech intake. tech. I'm going to say I'm going to display on the browser, don't worry. Underscore. Underscore tech. So tech is the owner. Tech portfolio. So this is display on the down part of the website. So now let's go to our website and see how beautiful it is. Although it's not yet beautiful because we don't have our CSS yet. So let it load. It's loading. So let's see what we've made for our website. So let's start from the beginning. Here is my portfolio, about me section. This is a picture of yourself. Then you write something about yourself. The under graphic design, which is your project one, what you did, the pictures. Then second one, web development, what it's all about. Then your services, maybe your services include, don't worry, I think you can to differentiate services from and just reduce this one. So big capital letter to small letter. Then this one can. So we are just one letter. Then these are your services, graphic design, web development, and so you just need to about it in place of picture. So we are going to put all these pictures. We just put. Remember, we have not put the width. So let's go and put width and height on all those pictures. We just put. I'm going to copy my width and height. So let's go and put it in those pictures so that we can have bearing, because those pictures are small scattered. It's just the purpose of width and height is just giving it a particular width and height so that it will not take all the space on your browser. So it's trying to tell you that okay, this is the limited space you could take. So let's see how it looks now after changing it. So let's wait for it to load. So let's scroll again. Can you see? So this is my blog post. Just explain one of the projects I've done. So team members, let's see. It has not loaded, still loading. So here are my team members pictures. So you can just, after you've explained your team members, you can just display their pictures here. So here is the contact here, as you can see. And you can contact you. And here, remember I used to see copyright or who owns a particular website. So the shortcut of what I did here is add and copy semicolon, give it automatically at 2020. So now let's make it more beautiful, much more than this. Let's give it colors. Let's give our HTML colors and make it more beautiful. So to do that, we'll go back to our HTML. But before that, let's see if all what we did, it can link to each other. Comment, let's go. So let's see if I click on contact, it will take me to contact. Let me see if I click on project. It's still loading. Take me to contact. Can you see? So let us see if I click on I don't know why it's so slow. Well, I've used Chrome. Let's click on services. This is us automatically to services. So let's click on blog. If you take us to blog, and it took us automatically to blog. So let's click on teams. We take us to teams, and it took us to teams. So if your website is not working like this, that means there's a problem somewhere. So try to identify the problem, pause the video one at a time, and see how you can adjust it to make it work. And still having issue, put that in the comment section before the end of this. And even after the end of this live section, and still having issue, feel free to put that in the comment section or on Telegram group or WhatsApp. Yes. So let's go back now to our style. We want to link this style now. And I see this style is already linked automatically to the so let's give it some shape. So the first thing you do when you have it is to give it a body. Like you are telling it that okay, my body section, this is what I want it to display. Now Under your body, we have many things. We have our headings, H1, H2, remember, and our P. So we want our H1 as well to have section. We want our H2 to have the same body section, H3. Whatever you give to the body, you should work with it, and also our PT. So what we want is to give us is, okay, give me a margin. I'm trying to know what margin is now. Space of 0. And give me a padding. Go and watch all our videos. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not speaking in tongue. Give me a padding of 0. So which means that our body section, our H1, H2, H3, all of them have a margin of 0 and padding of 0. So which means that they should not give me any distance to space. It should just be like. Then the next one is, we can close it, close our body section. Another section, we want to style the header. This is the header here. This is our header part. So we want to give it a style. Instead of it looking like this, straight like this, we want it to look horizontal instead of vertical. So to do that, we'll give it a style by going to our style.css. Then you write header. Then you put background color. Red. No, choose any color you want to. Okay, let me put green. Before you put, say that I like it. And red is not my best color. See, I do mistake again. You even know this red. Green is my best color, and I'm typing red. Okay, we've done that. So after that, then we said, okay, our color text should be white. Okay, after I've given, let's see to the show. Then give a background color of green, and the color text, like whatever that is written there, the color should be white. Always with a semicolon is important. Then text align, like all those texts now that I type, they should all be aligned to the center. They should all move to the center. And the next one is our padding. Our padding, we should have, like, let's say 20 px and 0. So let's see how it looks now. Go. Can you now see? Can you see how it looks in our browser? So this is the color. We told it to move to this point. She moves to the center, and as you can see, it's already moved to the center. So now the next thing that we have to do here is, after we've done the padding, we've seen how it looks. So the next one is the navigation. Now let me show you this navigation part. So this navigation, like where we are clicking about section, so there's still more to adjust on it. So let's go to our style.css now. So we are going to write enter navigation nav, like put in nav ul. That's the list navigation part. Then you open and click on enter. Then you tell it the type of navigation you want. Okay, before then, I would like to change the head one, H1. Wait, where's our H1? My portfolio here that was written. I would like to change the font size. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Let's change the font size to, let's say that says px first. Let me go to my style.css. Okay, let me delete this. So let me write my header, which is the H1 part. Then I want to change it. That is the font size to 36px. So then the next is the navigation we were doing earlier. So navigation, then you open it and then enter. So now let me show you what this will achieve. Remember that I've changed my portfolio like 6px, so it's better now. Now let's see what pop. Remember, this is showing in vertical, if we want it to be showing on horizontal side. So we are going to tell it that okay, the list title, don't list it for us. So list, because listing it for us, we don't want list. Let me show you how it listing. See, it's listing this thing. Can you see? This about section, and it has moved to center. It's not moving with it. So we are telling you, don't list this thing for us. Don't want it. So you are the one that will tell it what it should do. So by typing list I type, so you can put no. Thank you. Chicken. No? So let's see how it is now. Can you see it has moved? Thank you very much. We don't want to. So the next thing we will do is, after we've already done the heading, that's H1, giving the highest. So the next thing you do is, we are still going to go to the same navigation. There's still more to do on it. So you put nav li, the list. Then we want it to display something different. Display in line for us. You can see plenty options that you can choose and work with it and see the one you like. Then give us a sorry, margin of margin right. Have a margin right of 20 px. So let's see how it looks now in the browser. Whoa. Is this not better than earlier? Can you see? So we don't want that list again. That's why I say give us in line. Can you see that it's not getting beautiful? Are you not creating a website just today? So there's fun here. I'm sure you're enjoying it. If you are enjoying it, please click on top. Click on like now. Like this video. Send us love. At least to appreciate what we are doing together. Let us see. Let us keep flowing. At least I'm sure what we are doing together will really say encourage one to do more. So the next thing we are going to do, remember this star is one making our work beautiful. So we are still going to work on the navigation part, because when the navigation part is fine, which is this app aspect. In fact, when someone just comes to your website, first will be like whoa. So let's say navigation. Remember the A is set to our link. So all the link part now, the ones that are linked, like about section, contact section, which is the link part. We want to give a text decoration. We want to move the text decoration. Now, what's the text decoration there? Let me show you. All these things that have been underlined, we don't want. We want it to underline for us. Thank you. We know they're already linked. Don't underline for us. So to move that, you type text decoration. Text decoration. You now put none. So if you go there now, you see that it will have changed. I see that it has moved. So is it not better than the other one? But if you like the line, leave it. Don't put text decoration. No, show the automatic. For me, I don't want. So let's click enter. Then the next, we want to change the color, the text color of the links, like about section, contact section. We want it to be white. So let's go and see. Maybe it is white. I see it's now white. See, it's better. If you don't want white, put color you want, but make sure that you put color that when the user gets into your website, they will see what you put. So don't have put the color that is called. Learn color. That's why we say you should come and learn graphics design. It will help you. That knowledge of graphics design will help you to choose color wisely. You know how to pick colors. You not just picking colors that are off or upward. So we are done with our navigation part. Now I want to style the section part. Remember all our section part, section. So let's start the section part. Now this for the section, we have our padding. Let our padding to be 40 px. Okay, 40 px. Then okay. For now, that's all. Then our image, all our image. Okay, we've already set the width and the height, so no need again. But we want our image to float, so we can still set only that one. Image float. Let's pick something here. Can pick anyone and see how it works for you. I don't know. So you can see that this image that it moves a bit after we do the magic. So let's have our image are. Can you see? It's on the notion. So it's getting better. So let's continue. We can make this about me to be here, but no need. I think it's better there. It's better there. So let's continue. Whatever you want your HTML to look, set it in your style. So I think that should be okay. What again are we setting? Okay, don't forget our project part. So we are going to use dot project. Now, why are we putting dots? So using dot project 3 means you are selecting all the elements on the page that have the class attributes set to project. So all the class attributes set to project, you can see that they are hash. Everything that is project. You are setting it. You are selecting all the elements on the page that have the class attributes, and you are setting it to project. So you want all the ones that have project to have this style. So we now set all the one that have projects to margin. Let's see how we wrote our project before you can be writing. Okay, so let's change it. Inside it is written. Let me show you. This is the ID. You use dot for ID. So if you watch the last the introduction to HTML part 7, you understand what I mean by ID. So when you have ID, you use dot for your project. So start capital letter. So let's go to our style. So it's capital letter P and there's S at the end. So our margin bottom should be 20 px. Then the next one, we are going to style our footer. Now remember, the footer is copyright by say your name, Toby Shukura. So we are going to style it as well. Then put your footer, enter. So you say that okay, the text align, because if you look at it, let's go to our footer and site. Can you see it's at the left side? So we want it to be in the center, because all the footer nice to see is always centered that it used to be. And usually have a background color like this. So let's go and set it like that. So our text align should be centered. Center. Then the next is our background color. We want a background color, just like what I said earlier. Background color, anyone you want. It may not right, but I'll still use green because I want my website to be uniform. So background color green. So I'll go and type ready. I don't want ready again. Thank you. Background color green. Then my text color for the copyright Ajudin. So I want it to be white. Then what else? Okay, let me give it a padding. Padding is like a space. Padding of and if we don't worry, when we start our CSS video, you're going to understand what margin padding is all about. Top padding. But for now, always leave it padding. So padding. So let's see how it looks now. Our portfolio, don't love it. Can you see how beautiful it is? So let this load. Our contacts already have a section. Can you see? So our team members, teams. So you can just put your pictures and put stories about each of your team. Services, graphics design, web development, and UI designer. Then web development, blog post, contact, and so on. I can put a break here after this picture just to make the web have a space. So you can go do that by going to your index.html, search for your web development, and put a space. So this is where the web development is. So I can put a space at the end of this picture. So by putting the So it will break and give it one space. Let me refresh. I think it's loading slowly. Let me go and give it a space a bit, but that it needs to reflect more. Okay, that's not where space will be at the end of the div. Let me give it a space. So can you see the space here now? I think it's better now. Like this. So just adjust it to whatever you want. If you want to get into a space, put a break there. So I'm sure you will love this portfolio of yours that we just built. So this is the long awaited project that we promised to build. So just make it colorful the way you want it on your CSS now. If let's minimize it and see. Can you see? So can you start the way you adjust it? If you're using tab fonts, adjust to what you want. Why is it adjusting to what I want? It's because you've already set it to adjust to what you want. Now let me show you again to how we set it. Like here, we've set it, the content, the viewport, with device, with should give us initial screen of one. So we set it to okay, whatever phone the person is using, whatever device, it should adjust to it. And that is as adjusting it, it's giving us the right shape we need. It's not affecting anything. Normally, assuming that it's not there, it will have scattered the code, but it's adjusting to it despite how we are reducing it, adjusting to adjusting. And if you scroll, you see that the other code too is not scattered. Can you see? It adjusted itself. Can you see? Arrange the pictures to the width. Can you see? Adjusted itself. Adjusting. Because we already set it that okay. Adjust it to the width of the device of the person. Can you see how it looks now? So this is our project. This is the portfolio. So I like every one of you to build this, and I want to see it. I want to see the effort you've made. I want to see your assignments. I want to see what you've built. Like put that in the comment section, screenshot what you've done, or do a screen record of it. Let's scroll down, let's see what you've done. This will encourage us to want to create more and more podcasts to explain each of the concepts. I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, and as first time going on, you've been receiving answers to it. If you still have more questions, feel free to ask, and you see that you reply immediately. Then after this live class, you can ask questions if you want. We'll reply. So let's click our about section. As if I take us to our about section. The next, let's go to our project. See that took us to our project, so you can scroll to see the many parts of the project. Now let's go to our contact and see that it took us straight down to where our contact is. Now let's go to our services. See, it took us straight down to where our services is, as you can see here. These are services, what we do, graphic designer, web developer, and UI designer. Now I'll be going also to our blog. You click on the link. Let's see it will take us, and this it took us to our blog post straight away. And also let's go to our teams. Took us to our teams straight away. So work on this, at least by the end of today you'll be able to build a portfolio, be boastful that yes, I'm also a web developer. So I would like to see your work. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the live class. Thank you for those that are able to make the live class. Imagine it's only me that is doing the live class and teaching myself. How would it feel? So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for watching. And if you still do not understand some parts, you can still replay the video, because after this live class the video will be there automatically for you to keep watching if you have any issues on any part. And do not forget to ask questions on the comment section. Like our video, please, not quick, you can do that. Please comment as well, share to others, let them watch. Don't be selfish with your knowledge, share now. Yes, so we'll have more live class subsequently. We'll let you know on the channel, and as well as the group, either WhatsApp and Telegram group. And small live class that will be on graphic design, where encourage every one of you to join. But it will be best for you to know how to design as well. It will aid your web development knowledge. So I would like to see you tomorrow as well in live class. So thank you so much for coming to the live class for today. I'm sure you enjoyed this section. If you do, please do that on the comment section by saying thank you if you really do. And If you do that, like it as well, these videos, to show you really appreciate what you've learned today. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. So see you in the next live class. That is tomorrow.